beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and I just wanted to do a really fun makeup playtime type of video today. So we are going to do a little bit of a palette bingo using all three of these palettes from the Perfect World collection, which of course is my collaboration with ODEN'S, also my friends Betty Jean, aka Batty Bean, and Lauren May Beauty's collaboration palettes. I just wanted to interject really quickly because the day after I filmed this video, the Flora Story palette sold out over on the ODEN'S site, which is really exciting, really crazy, and we kind of anticipated that it would sell out around this time. Thankfully, ODEN'S is so awesome. They started planning ahead really well for a restock. This is the one and only restock. It's going to be available on March 25th. Usually they launch things on their site around 6 p.m. Swedish time because, you know, ODEN'S is based in Sweden, which is noon Eastern Standard Time. They haven't confirmed that timing with me yet, but I did just want to sort of give you an idea of what to expect. And I don't think it's going to be an immediate sellout for the restock or anything like that. So don't worry, don't stress. It did take over 3 weeks for the first batch to sell out, so you will get one more chance if you are still hoping to snag the Flora Story palette. We do get one more restock. Yay! Okay, back to my face now. This trio just works so beautifully together. So I really want to put that to the test because I've been using these palettes together for months now, and I definitely have some favorite combos, but today I'm going to let a random number generator choose my eyeshadows for me. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous because there are some really amazing color combos that come out of these three palettes, but it could also get a little bit weird. So we'll see how weird it gets today. Who knows? It might get weird, but it definitely will be fun. So because I want to make sure that I get at least one shadow from each one of these palettes, I'm just going to set the number generator to be 1 through 10 since these each have 10 shades. And then I'll choose one shadow from each. And then we'll do a fourth shadow just completely random. So I'll set the generator to 1 through 30, and then we'll get sort of a wild card shade from that. I'm gonna do the palettes in alphabetical order. My brain just likes that. First up is my baby, the Flora Story palette. You can tell this thing has been loved. It is beat up. I'm gonna do them like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 across that way. Got it set 1 through 10, and let's generate. All right, so I got number 3. That means we're using the shade Magnolia. I'm just gonna swatch these on my hand to keep track and also to see how they work together. Okay, so that's shade number 1, Magnolia. It's a really super sparkly metallic, like silvery lavender color. Love it, of course. Next up, we have Betty Jean's Planet Spirit palette. This one's so colorful. We're gonna start to shake things up here. We got number 1, and that means we are using the shade Fauna. Oh, we've got two shimmers. Let's hope that Lauren's palette gives us a matte, or else we are going to have a very shimmery look. Fauna is a beautiful multi-chrome pink. Love that color. Those look nice together. So far, so good. All right. Now we're going to choose a shade from Sea Talk. All right, we got 9. It's another shimmer. It's the shade Sea Spray. Let's hope that our wild card is a matte. I mean, not only are these all shimmer shades, but they're all pretty light pastel-y shades. So this is not typically the type of look that I would normally go for, although these look really beautiful together. But as far as creating a whole eye look, I do feel like I'm going to struggle a little bit. Now we're going to set the generator to 1 through 30. All right. Here's our random number. It is a matte. We got 30. It's the very last shade of the bunch. It's this dark navy blue matte shade from the Sea Talk palette. I mean, look, it could have been a lot crazier. Should I do a 5th shade? Am I tempting fate because these look really pretty together? Am I going to shoot myself in the foot if I choose a 5th shade? I mean, maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get another matte. You think? All right, we're going for it. Here it is. I got 16. It is another matte. It's this bright matte pink from the Planet Spirit palette called Rescue. So this is definitely shaking up the color scheme a little bit, change the dynamic a little bit, which is good. You know, that's what palette bingo is all about, is about pushing out to a color scheme that maybe you wouldn't have put together before. So that's it. Those are my colors: Magnolia, Fauna, Sea Spray, Night Swim, and Rescue. That is quite the little color palette there. We'll see how I do. I think it looks cool, but it's, you know, it's not what I would have curated, so this will be a fun challenge for sure. But it's not too crazy. It could have gotten way crazier than that. Way crazier. Let's start by zooming in and priming my lids first. That's how I start every look, so that's how I'm gonna start this one. I am just priming my lids with my Party Proof primer, and going into this look, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. So I started with the shade Rescue, and I thought I'm just gonna lay down these matte shades and take it from there, let the shadows guide me. And I packed this pink shade all over the inner part of my eye. I thought, you know, it's a bold shade. We're gonna obviously end up with a very bold look, so let's just go for it. And go for it I did. Then I chose the other matte shade that the Fates selected for me, Night Swim. I packed that on the outer part of my lid, and then I just started trying to blend that up and out. I really wanted to do a pink to blue fade, since I have shimmers that also will work with that sort of look, that plan. And it just wasn't quite blending together the way that I wanted to. One shadow always wanted to overpower the other, and then I just kept adding more. So I think I kind of made it worse for myself. So I switched the plan. All right, we need a Rescue color. I'm calling an audible. I'm gonna add some Azalea. Sorry if that's cheating, but if we want this eye look to turn out, I need something to blend these two together. Because that pink shade is so bright and the blue is so deep, there really needed to be a mid-tone type of color there to get everything to mesh well together. And Azalea was just the perfect thing. I don't even think it really switched up the look of the color story at all. It fit right in seamlessly, and it just brought my vision of blending these two mattes together to life. So maybe it's cheating, but it worked out pretty perfectly. Then I used the shade Fauna, and I packed that on top of the Rescue shade, and that pink is such a powerful punch. Then putting Magnolia in the center of the lid where there's that little bit of blank space left, and this is just what I need to blend the pink and blue seamlessly together. Then I used the blue shimmer shade Sea Spray, and I put that on top of the matte blue, so we get this pink to purple to blue fade on the lid. It looks so pretty. I just love the way it turned out. Then I'm mirroring the look from the upper lid on the lower lash line. Pink on the inner, blue on the outer, and then using that purple Azalea shade to really blend everything together. And then I'm gonna go back and use the shimmers on top. Like I said, just mirroring the same look that I did on the upper lid. What I really ended up loving about this look is how the shades really aren't competing. I think each one adds to the next. There's no background dancer, so to speak. Even though these 6 shades aren't what I would really have chosen for myself, if you said, okay, pick 6 shades and make a look, but I think that these ended up being so beautiful and really inspiring and just worked so well together, challenged me a little bit, made me think on my toes a little bit, but in the end, I came out with something that was bold, colorful, fun, and it still really feels like me. It feels like something I would easily want to wear again. So I just love this. I love the way these palettes work together. I think I need to do another palette bingo now because this is so exciting. That was so fun. It was definitely challenging. I was afraid at first when I started that this was getting away from me and that it was not going to turn out well and that I was going to have to scrap this video, but it ended up being really, really nice. I know I cheated a little bit by adding in a 6th shade of my choosing, but it worked out perfectly because then I had a matte and a shimmer from each palette, so it made the look really balanced, and it was just the perfect thing that I needed to really pull this all together and bring my vision to life. I honestly love this so much more than I thought I ever would. When I first put those pink and blue mattes on my eyes, I thought, oh man, I'm done for. There's no way I'm going to be able to pull this together, and it just looks a million times better than I even thought it would. I hope you enjoyed this fun little random palette bingo video. I definitely want to create some more looks with these palettes. I've done several other tutorial videos, so make sure you go check those out. I'll link them down in the description box. And if you have any ideas for inspo you want to see using the Perfect World palettes, let me know in the comments and I will do my best to make that happen for you. I always love to hear what you think about things too, so make sure you leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! But we're gonna let it dang it. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think that surprises anyone. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh yeah, that's nice. All right. This reminds me of the Fantasy Cosmetica Sorcerer palette, because that palette has like hot pink, blue, and purple, and it's really sparkly. Not quite the same colors, but definitely the same sort of feeling. I mean, these just look super pretty together, don't they? Cute. So sparkly and celestial. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm glad you're here. I always love seeing your beautiful face. You wanna know why? Because I love it. I'll see you real soon. Okay, bye-bye.